8,115 pounds, the new Wolfpack 2710 here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan asks some interesting questions. What if a bunkhouse could be bigger without being longer? What if it could be wider? What if it could be taller? What if it could have its own cargo garage that's golf cart capable? What if it had a king bed, taller ceiling, taller slides, private rear ramp patio area? And what if you could do all that in one camper? So first, with the slide closed, you know, at a glance it just looks like a normal toy hauler. You see the ramp patio off the back here, but you notice it doesn't have the traditional garage. Instead, what they did is off the back side of the bathroom, they have this little cutaway cubby, and if you look up top, there is a spot up there that says TV backer. So if you want to have a little outdoor entertainment station, you could. And personally, I think that little cubby on the bottom would be perfect if you got that old traditional cooler. That's a cool place to have that thing where it's still quickly, easily accessible. But you know, it's not exactly out there for public consumption. Have focus on the consumption. Anyway, now over here, this is what makes this thing a little bit different. It has a double power drop queen bed system, which is just like a normal toy hauler like bed and sofa system. It's called a Happy Jack lift. It's the exact same thing, but it gets up out of the way, and you can see there is a dozen D-ring tie downs here. So I don't care what your cargo is. Like if you've got a golf cart, it'll fit. If you have you know, motorcycle, ATV, probably not a side-by-side, but you get the idea. Kayaks, all kinds of stuff. This is an awesome flexible kind of mover here, and since it's wide body, you have more ways, or pardon me, more room to be able to navigate through here, and you can get to all of the kitchen without ever touching the slide. You will need to bump the slide out to get to the front master bedroom, but this thing is oddly travel accessible. It's a weird layout, but I really like what they did here. And what's really cool here is if you just need a traditional bunkhouse, or once you get your stuff unloaded, you need that sleeping space, you have it. After we take a look at that ramp patio and that kind of, you know, cargo bunk garage power lift area, it starts to really look like a normal bunkhouse. But here's the thing. It's not a normal bunkhouse. It's a Wolfpack. This is a toy hauler brand who happens to be a member of a family of one of the best-selling series of RVs out there, the Cherokee RV group. Well, this is a popular layout that they know very well, so it wasn't really hard for Wolfpack to kind of put their spin on this. And it's massive. It has an absolutely enormous look and feel because this is normally a toy hauler brand. It's wider, it's taller, it has that monster slide where you're not going to crack your head on. It gives you these huge panoramic windows with those zebra shades that you can use to block out as much or as little light as you please, or get airflow, or however you want. Storage below the sofa and the dinette, which, like all Cherokee RVs and some Wolfpacks, has those giant mega extension drawers for easy access. So whether it's those full extension dining drawers, or the fact that you can just basically half jackknife the sofa and it'll hold itself, there's no magic tricks in place there, you can get to all the super slide seating storage without really messing with anything. And of course the dinette and the sofa can fold down for sleeping. Whether it's the dining table or the kitchen or the bathroom, all of the countertops in this are a sealed edge press membrane. You can see that you've got a big spot down there for a large wastebasket as well. Obviously, we've got a nice handful of kitchen drawers, and I wanted to take a second to pop the cover off that beautiful black stainless farm sink so you could take a look there. Easy reach power outlets, and then, you know, just prep space for days, especially when that sink cover's back on top of the sink. But how about this cool little guy? This is like one of those things somebody saw something on like a camping hack forum, and Wolfpack went, yeah, we could do that. So it looks like a stove backsplash, but it magnets in place. So now we have ourselves a you know, food grade cutting board, and when you're done with it, just flip it and forget it. More easy reach outlets, and above our tank monitor is the switch for the 12-volt heated holding tank pads. So this RV has that sort of, you know, extra cold camp protection. Now you might need a 1 or 2 stepper, you know, kind of like a fifth wheel, but we are in a travel trailer just because it's so darn tall. But isn't it cool that if that's the worst problem we have, that the storage is too big, I think we're doing okay. And that is a convection microwave oven, by the way. As we back up, extra storage pocket above the refrigerator, which, by the way, is a 10.7 12 volt compressor fridge, 10.7 cubic feet that is. So it gives us basically more cold storage than you could normally find in a common class bunkhouse like this, although Cherokee family as a rule is very good about using that exact same refrigerator. Long story short, big fridge, big camper, big feels. TV hookups directly across from the sofa. Let you slap the screen of your choice up there, and down below we have a simple but expandable entertainment system. It's Bluetooth and stereo with HDMI and USB powered plugs, which means in English, you want to get like a Amazon Fire Stick or something, plug it in, go to town. Electric space heating fireplace takes the nip out of the air without burning up your propane. And the handy battery disconnect switch is something here that Wolfpack does just as a matter of happenstance. Now if I back up a little bit, behind that entertainment center is this beautiful, huge walk-in pantry. And even though it seems silly to me that they write the word pantry on the pantry, still kind of cute, isn't it? And this thing's huge. I mean, it's absolutely enormous. And someone's going to ask, why don't the shelves go all the way to the door? And there's a very good reason for that. So these shelves are deep, they're functional, but if they got much deeper, you'd have to like crawl in on your belly to get to them. Plus, if you want to, a lot of people put little hangers up here for things like brooms, so now you have space to do stuff like that. Moving forward to the bedroom area, very private. And what's also nice is with this being a wide body RV, compared to most conventional bunkhouse travel trailers with some form of queen bed, this has a larger Camp King. Now, Camp King meaning it's 70 inches wide, 74 inches long. So it's a short king, but they left you more than enough room here. If you want to update this to a conventional king, you have the ability to do so. TV hookups on the wall across. You've got great cross breeze windows. Both sides of the bed have household and USB plugs next to those mirrored wardrobes. And it has a huge overhead cabinet. And because the RV is taller, that means that you can sit up in bed without clocking yourself and knocking yourself silly on those overhead cabinets. So, I mean, everything in this just makes sense. This thing, it has, I love the color palette. I love the accents. It's just got a nice, big, open looking feel. But, you know, these panoramic windows with those, you know, just roll up down, I believe they're called zebra shades. They certainly don't hurt either. You might notice that little green plug on the slide side there, that green light on the plugs, rather. This RV has USB plugs pretty much anywhere you sit and sleep. The Cherokee group is very good about doing stuff like that. We've already kind of seen this a few times. We've seen it with the beds up and down. I thought it'd be nice just to give us one quick sweep pass through, though, before we come over here and visit the bathroom area. Now what's funny is compared to the rest of the coach, it feels a little smaller, although it's most certainly not. This is a normal size bathroom. It's just such a tall room that it makes the room feel narrow as compared to everything else, which is so wide open. It's kind of funny. Their size, once again, is almost their worst enemy here. But again, if the worst problem that we have here is an exceptionally tall shower with that skylight surround paneling and bigger max air fan you might have noticed, I'd say we're doing good. And it is a shower. It's just an easy step-in shower, not a travel trailer tub. Foot flush stool with plenty of legroom, more of that sealed edge counter space, and a big vanity right here, so you can actually, and notice how it's angle mounted, so you can actually stay in the bathroom instead of needing to be halfway in, halfway out at a weird angle. And that fan up there, those things are fantastic. I think that's why they call that one brand Fantastic Fans. Probably. That would be my guess. It was probably a pun. Under that front king bed, you've got a set of large compartment doors and an even larger compartment. It's huge. This is absolutely huge in here. Perfect place if you want to use a little portable solar panel, and wouldn't you know it, there's a plug for it right next to it. Now, you can see that just beautiful high gloss skin on this thing. It has such an amazing look, and that's where the platinum part of the Wolfpack Platinum name kind of comes into play. Now, we are side solar ready, but what's kind of cool is this has on it, the way that we built it here, the Juice Pack solar option. It's a neat little feature that has a 50-watt solar panel on the roof, comes with a battery from the manufacturer, has a voltmeter, and Wolfpacks always have a battery disconnect, otherwise it would have been added as part of that package. But, and the idea behind it is not to be the be-all, end-all of solar. It's for, you know, the average user, the casual camper, with that 12-volt refrigerator. If you want to go off-grid, On each battery, you can get 55 hours per Cherokee's own testing. So naturally, if you add a second battery, and that'll give you an extended weekend, and then if you, you know, add a portable solar panel on the side, you're pretty much off-grid indefinite, which is great. Power tongue jack's going to do all the heavy lifting for us here, and as we come over here and take a little bit of a knee, you'll see that everything on this is push button simple. Naturally, we have power awning, we have power tongue jack, but we also have power stabilizer jacks, and you see that the underbelly here is all enclosed. These also had 12-volt tank heating pads, as I mentioned, inside for extra protection. On the opposite side of that slide out is our outdoor shower and black tank flush, but as we step back a little bit further, one of the other things that you'll see here is it also has a handy little cold water only sprayer port. And some people ask, why a shower and a sprayer? And the reason is this, because you can put different types of handles on these since it has a residential fitting. So it's very handy, like if you've got kids that got all mucked up, or if you had, like, you know, a golf cart that got dirty, or bikes, or you want to clean some fish, or, you know, let's say you do have a four-wheeler in there and you don't want the mud to fall off into your camper when you're vibrating down the road in transit. There's 100 different reasons why those two things work a little bit differently, and it's very cool that they give you both. You see that always on side mount ladder to get you up top to that fully walkable wide body roof. Like aggressive floodlighting on the back of that thing too, to be able to see what's going on the patio, either for evening use or for loading purposes. That is one of the MORryde quick set ramp patio systems, which is my personal preference. I'm sure they cost a little more from the manufacturing side of things, but it just works, you know. If something doesn't work, it doesn't really matter how little it costs, you know. Now over here on the campsite of the RV, other than that ramp patio, it seems like a very normal trailer, but when you're in a Cherokee family trailer, normal comes with a lot of widgets. Like we've got the handy little pet leash latch here. And by the way, all of our lights, whether they're the tails or markers, they are all LED. The MORryde stable steps are one of those things to help keep the herky-jerkiness out of the RV. That is an anti-slam door with a bigger handle for easy come and go. And outside TV hookups above yet another handy little pet leash latch. And in case you're curious, there is a gas grill quick connect down here just in front of these tires, protected by the awning. So if you want to do a little rainy day grilling, but you don't want to heat yourself out of the camper, you can do that too. So there you have it. And I'd really like to know, what do you think about this interesting little kind of toy hauler bunkhouse hybrid crossover? Because it's kind of a bunkhouse first and a toy hauler second. Do you think there's more of a place in the RV marketplace for this? Is this something that you could see growing in the future? Are there different floor plans that you could see just putting a ramp patio on the back, but not necessarily a full garage? I would be really interested to know what you folks think. So short of that, remember that we don't do hidden dealer fees here at Haylett RV, but we do everything else. So whether it's hitching pieces, parts, trades, finance, truck and trailer package deals, RV delivery, and everything in between, we do it all. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone. Man, are we swimming with stuff right now. Woo!